What's up, everybody? On this video, we're going to talk about why I need to leave Naples, Florida, like right now. Turns out that the red tide's really bad, and I'm super sensitive to it. Ever since I got here, I've been coughing, choking, like all that crap. It's just been horrible since I got here. I mean, I'm an asthmatic person, and I've had a really hard time since I got here in Naples, and it's just getting worse and worse by the day. So I want to show you. I wanted to be out here for about a week in Naples, spend some time with my dad and all, but I gotten so sick that I'm actually just gonna roll up out here. I don't know which way I'm gonna go. I might just go back to Alabama. I might just stay in Florida for a little bit. We'll find out. But basically, why I gotta leave Naples right now is because the red tide is so bad, and I'm really sensitive to it. Having trouble with my sinuses, my throat, my sinuses hurt a lot. I've been sneezing, coughing, and I've just been like real sick since I got here. So this red tide thing that's going on over here, I'm really sensitive to it, and it's really making me sick. So I'm gonna roll up out of here before I get any worse, before I have to end up in the hospital. So y'all know I've always been like asthmatic and sensitive to all types of stuff since I got here to Florida. It's been pretty bad. So I'm gonna head to another part of Florida where the red tide's not as bad, and hopefully I can stick it 3 or 4 more days up here. I don't know how long I can stick around, but anyways, we're leaving Naples because the red tide is so bad that I can't do it anymore. I wanted to do Fort Myers and Sanibel and all that, but again, with the red tide going on right now, it ain't gonna happen. I mean, if I stay here, I'm just gonna die. So I did the best I could while I was here. I took advantage of my time here, but there's an entire state of Florida to cover, and we can't stay here in Naples forever. I've seen a lot of people really mad about that homeless video, but hey, I'm a YouTuber, and that's what I do. I just turn the camera on and record and say what I think, and if that's what's going on here, then hey, that's not my problem. That's what's going on here. Like, pretty much, if by any chance it had been something else, then that's what I would have recorded. But that's what I saw where I went, and that's what I did. You know, like, I'm a YouTuber, and I ain't trying to make nobody look bad. Like, there's a rapper out of Florida. His name is New Breed. Well, he's like a country singer more than a rapper. And in one of his songs, he says, "I ain't talking bad, I'm just talking facts," because people here in Florida get all sensitive. Now, he's a country singer, and he sings about living in North Florida and, you know, living out there, and the people there. He's got the same problem I got, where he ain't saying bad stuff. It's just, he's from there. Like, he's from up there, and like, he's a country singer, you know, representing his area and all that. You know, I like his music, New Breed. In his song called Florida, he says, "I ain't talking bad, I'm talking facts," because a lot of times people get confused with the difference between facts and talking bad. They think you're trying to talk down on a place. I ain't trying to talk down on this place at all. I mean, I got much respect out here. Everywhere I go in my neighborhood, I mean, I'm around town. I've been around town the last few days. I was up in the stereo. I had a car packed with a bunch of kids. Like, "Yo, Jose, yeah, whatever." You know, everywhere I go, people know me here, and a lot of people show me love. And I'm actually surprised at how many people know me since I left Naples. It's almost like I'm more popular and famous here now that I left than when I lived here. Because when I lived here, a lot of people knew me, but like now that I'm visiting, it's even more people know who I am here. It's crazy if you think about it. Now that I'm gone, more people know me here. But anyways, this is my hometown. This is my turf, and out here, everybody knows me, and you know what I mean. Like, there's a lot of love out here, and I got to see a lot of friends that I miss, and I got to see a lot of haters too. People that, you know, they're envious, and the last thing they want to see me doing good. So, you know, I gotta rub it in their face a little bit. So, I mean, they can't even stand, like, when where you end up, Jose? Man, I'm in Alabama. I got a house like this, like that. I'm making money. I'm doing my thing. And it's almost like they have to, like, leave right away because, like, they can't even stand to hear you talk about how you're being successful wherever you are. It's almost like they want to see you fail so bad that they can't even stand to listen to you talk about how you're doing better, because that's just the type of hating people we got over here. Just a bunch of haters, man. A bunch of haters that ain't never going to amount to too much in their life, because instead of focusing on their own hustle, they're worried about the next, man. So you can hear to my voice that I'm all kind of stuffed up and all that. So we got to roll up out of here. And overall, like, I do get a lot of love out here regardless. I mean, but there's so much haters too, you know. Of course, them haters probably, when they see you out on the street, you know, they act like all friendly. "Oh, Jose, how you doing?" I'm doing great, man. I'm making money. I got my house. I'm up on a hill, blah, blah, blah. I get to go on vacation now. I've come to Florida. I've been to I go to Florida 3 times. I've been to Kentucky. I'm doing all these great things. And they don't want to hear you talking about how your life is going great. They want to hear you talking about how your life is failing miserably. So it definitely burns the haters to see you doing better. But either way, it's nonetheless, they ain't paying for my vacation, so they can't decide where I go. You ain't paying the batteries on my cameras, so you can't decide what I record. You know what I mean? So if you ain't paying my bills, your opinion is completely irrelevant to me. And either way, even though I'm just saying the truth about this place, I ain't making nothing up. I ain't lying. I'm saying the truth. I've done more for this place by saying the truth than a lot of these realtors have done for this place by lying to people. So either way, if you're moving here, you know who you're going to watch. You know who you're going to listen to, because I ain't going to lie to you. So honesty hurts a lot of people. And if the truth is something you can't handle, then I don't know what the cure is for that. But I'm not going to change up the way I am to satisfy you and your desire to have your ears tickled about some things. But anyways, I'm really surprised how bad Naples has got since I left. I mean, when I left Naples, that spot that I hit up by the courthouse, there's an environment there, but it wasn't like that, man. It wasn't like people on heroin dancing in the middle of the road or nothing like that. But it just lets you know how much this place is going to crap. And the reason it's going to crap is because people keep coming over here broke. And I keep telling you, don't come to Naples broke. In fact, I'm going to make a video about that in a little bit. So we're going to talk about why you definitely don't want to end up over here broke. Because there's no opportunity and you ain't going to get ahead. I mean, I see people here that have been here for 20, 30 years. And I'm like, yo, bro, you've been here 20, 30 years. What have you done with your life? You haven't bought real estate. You're still paying rent. What are you doing with yourself? Why aren't you saving money? Why aren't you doing... why are you living paycheck to paycheck when you've been supposed to be this is a prosperous place, right? So why are you still living paycheck to paycheck? Why you ain't got no real estate? Why you ain't got no investments? Why you ain't going somewhere with your life? Why you sitting here paying rent? Why you ain't getting ahead? And, they're not making a plan. And you got to make a plan. So when I see people telling me they're going to move to Naples, Florida, a lot of people tell me I'm moving to Naples, Florida, and I ask them, how much money you got? And if you got less than $300,000, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. If you got $500,000, $600,000, go for it. Because if you buy a house here for $500,000, tomorrow it's worth $600,000. You just made $100,000 by living in a luxury house. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between somebody broke living here and somebody poor living here. Somebody might come here with $100,000, and in 2 years down the road, they ain't got nothing left for it. Quite literally, I've seen people get $60,000, $100,000, $140,000, and in 2 to 3 years, and I'm not even talking one person, I'm talking like a bunch of people, $80,000, $100,000, $200,000, and after being here for 2 or 3 years, they ain't got nothing to show for it. It's all gone. Whereas somebody comes here with $500,000, next thing you know, they buy a house for $500,000 worth $600,000. They just made $100,000. So if you bring in money here, you're gonna double it, and if you come in here broke, you're gonna lose it. And that's the truth about Naples, Florida, is if you come here broke, you're going to struggle. But if you come here with some money, you're going to double. Because money make money. The more money you got, the more money you can make. But the poorer you are, the poorer you're going to get. And that's magnified here because this place has the largest income inequality. I'm not making this up. Go on the internet and look it up. The most income inequality of any metropolitan area in the country. Only 2 other cities in the country have more income inequality than Naples, Florida. And it's a place up there in the mountains up in Wyoming, and another place have more inequality. But the difference is that their average incomes are twice as much. So you got really rich people, and then you got like super rich people. But here you got really rich people or really poor people. There's no middle ground. And if you come up here with less than $300,000, you're going to lose every last penny of it. Once you got like $400,000 or $500,000 up here, you can buy a house for $300,000. You got $200,000 to sit on, to do whatever else you want to do. And pretty sure that $300,000 house tomorrow is $400,000. But keep in mind, if you are thinking about buying a house in Naples, regardless, that there could be a recession at any moment. So if you got a mortgage, you're very propense to finding yourself in a foreclosure. Florida has the 6th highest foreclosure rate in the country consistently, and it's actually moving up the ranks up to Connecticut. You got Connecticut, New York, all that. Florida's been climbing those statistics of income inequality foreclosures, all those things. Florida just keeps climbing up, and next thing you know, Florida is on its way to be the worst state in the country, whether you want to believe it or not. Unless this place is designed for two things: snowbirds and tourists. If you're a snowbird or a tourist, this is where you want to be. If you are moving here broke, you're going to regret your decision, because this ain't a place to, this is a place to come and say, look at the palm trees and let's go to the beach. But this ain't a place to say, let's go cut some grass when the humidity is 100% and it's 93 degrees outside. You understand me? And, we're going to talk a little bit more on all these subjects as far as the economy here and all that, and how I think eventually investments here, it's a bad place to invest. This is a bad place to invest. We already seen what happened with Las Vegas and Lehigh Acres, Golden Gate Estates, Naples. I mean, it went from being the best place in the country statistically to being the worst place in the country statistically. That is how volatile the economy in this place is. And again, I tell people, if you got $500,000, you got $1 million net worth, this is where you want to be. No doubt about it. All right? If I had $500,000, I'd be in a sterile. You know what I'm talking about? I'd be over there in a sterile off of Corkscrew Road or something. You know what I mean? But since I'm poor, catch me up there in Alabama until I stock up my ships. And when I come back to Florida, which I may do it a lot sooner than you think. All right, not too soon, because when you rush, you lose. And I ain't trying to lose. When poor people, I'm thinking about poor people. Poor people, they're used to taking losses back to back, back to back. So they think that I'm going to be taking a loss back to back, back to back. I don't take losses back to back. When you got money, you can make wins. You can double your money. So I'm making a move right now to turn 100,000 into 200,000. When I got that 200,000, I'm going to turn that into 400,000, because I'm a hustler. I'm a go-getter. I'm investing in real estate, and I know my terrain. A lot of these people who invest in real estate got no idea what they're doing. They're completely blind. They're just, where am I going with this investment? I don't know. Let's watch this YouTube video. Oh, I'm at this realtor on this. Boom, recession. Boom, foreclosure. Boom, homeless. Because they're stupid and they don't know what they're doing. I'm telling ya, use your brain, man. Use your brain. Instead of going down there and having all these fancy vacations, hit up the real neighborhood, see what's really going on in the streets, so you know where to take your money. Because the real money, the real decisions, when all these things go down, it ain't going down on downtown Fifth Avenue. It's going down in East Naples. It's going down in the Golden Gate Estates. That's where you really got to have your eyes to what regular people are doing, what regular people are living like, so you know where to take your money. Anyways, if you're an imbecile, broke person, stop watching YouTube, go make some money. And if you got some money, watch more YouTube videos so you know where to take yourself. And make sure it's not from a realtor. I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. That's some real talk from Naples, Florida. I'm going to get up out of here before I die from a freaking sinus attack or something.